All right, we're going to move on. The Washington State Supreme Court yesterday shot down citizen Arthur West's appeal of a ruling from a Thurston County Superior Court judge earlier this month that upheld basically the public investment impact disclosure statement for the income tax repeal initiative. So the PIID is um, a single sentence addition. So it'll appear next to Initiative 645 and basically say what the fiscal impact is. That's what PIIDs do in our state. They're relatively new, only been a few years ago that this law that created the PIIDs took effect. They're written by the Attorney General and then they go up to the initiatives. Well, given the fact that most of the initiatives in our state are put up by conservative leaning organizations, namely Let's Go Washington, and then you've got the AG's office, who is, pretty politically opposite to Let's Go Washington in most cases. You're going to maybe have some conflict there between what the initiative says it will do and then what the PIID statement says the impact would be. And that was the legal challenge, the constitutional challenge that West attempted and lost. The real criticism here from Let's Go Washington and others is that what the PIID statement for Initiative 645 says is that there's going to be budget cuts, drastic budget cuts for things like education, both K through 12 and higher education, and also for healthcare. But there's no money yet from the income tax because it isn't until the first profits in 2029, based on 2028 earnings, will be coming in and could be spent on state budget priorities. So the argument here from Let's Go Washington and others is you can't say it's a budget cut when there's no money there. And lawmakers could certainly reprioritize in any way they want and direct that money to whatever, their budget priorities are for any given time. So today I chatted with GOP Chairman Jim Walsh, who represents Aberdeen, about the PIID court loss, which he says he believes to be evidence of liberal bias and activism in the courts, and also reason why he thinks and hopes voters will be weighing in on the November ballot when 5 of our state Supreme Court positions are up.
It goes to show, in my opinion, that the court system, the state court system in Washington, is a rubber stamp to what the state attorney general's office and the governor's office and other bureaucratic organizations in the executive branch of our state government, what they want to do. The judges in our state are rubber stamps. They just agree with whatever the bureaucracies want to do. And this also touches on another point, which is this year we have a number of judges on the November ballot, the general election. We elect our judges in Washington. We're not like the federal government. Here, judges, depending what court they sit on, have to appear before the voters either every 4 years or every 6 years. And because of a couple of earlier than expected retirements from the state Supreme Court, there are 5 positions of the 9 on the state Supreme Court that are going to be on the ballot this November.
Now, Northwest Progressive Institute championed the income tax, of course, and celebrated this loss, Arthur West's loss at the state Supreme Court. And, they noted that when it comes to these public investment impact disclosure statements, seems to be quite effective in convincing voters not to support the initiatives. They wrote this: the first statewide measures to get PIIDs were Brian Haywood's, that's with Let's Go Washington, initiatives 2109, 2117, and 2124, each of which was on the ballot in 2024, and each of which went down in flames. Haywood's camp has since attributed their blowout losses to the PIIDs. So they are apparently pretty effective in either confusing voters or maybe convincing voters, to think differently than they would otherwise with the initiative. So it's going to be a big fight come November, and ballots will be going out in just about 2 months from now. The first ballots will be showing up at our mailboxes.